Hey y'all, it's me again. I've got a short and sweet video for today. It's got one message and one message only. That for those of us that are on our path or trying to get things popping, get things going, I've noticed a certain dilemma that's been going on in my life and I'd like to share it simply because by exposing it, perhaps I can be rid of it. The reason why I'm talking about this is because I've been finding this pattern. And if you are finding the same pattern, I think something's up. So I want to talk about it. So, for those of you that watch my videos and you know what's going on in my life, here's a follow up. The topic that I'm talking about today is that if you are aware of any type of negative energies, if you want to facilitate and give them names, you know, we can name them anyway, but I won't give it a name because that gives it power. But I think you can read between the lines. Anyways, I feel like I've been going through a lot of persecution for this last, 2 years or so, and I've said that. And for those of you that watched last week, I actually thought I was getting free of one. But here's the thing that I've noticed in the last months, and I'm finally piecing some more things together. I have been going out there. I've been trying to do readings. I have been trying to make YouTube videos. I told you guys that I wanted to learn editing, which I've been doing. I finally got to do my first session with my cousin today, but this is a short story I said. Okay. For those of you that are on a path and you're noticing that you're getting a lot of hangups, I want to say one thing and one thing only. The devil cannot stop you. It or whatever force is always battling us can only delay you. So I'm going to say this again. It cannot stop you. They can only delay you. And the reason why I'm saying this word delay is because I'm seeing too many synchronicities and delays in my life. And then I'm seeing openings with really weird things to thwart me somewhere else. So I want to share this with you guys because maybe you guys are feeling defeated. Maybe you guys are thinking that there's something amiss in your life as well. And I want to share mine because maybe then you'll see the same patterns in your life and we can succeed together. So number one, um, I've been doing the readings. I've been going out as much as I can, spreading the word, doing what I do. I know it's going to take time, but I do understand that I'm having a lot of hangups with people kind of feeling, ways about what I'm doing. And I get that, and it's going to happen. And that's not even the delay I'm talking about. That's probably the easiest one I have. The next one, I go to order cards, Vistaprint. Use them a bunch of times when I had different jobs. I use Vistaprint all the time. I've been waiting weeks. Finally get the cards today. Then I find like I'm trying to reach out to others on YouTube, sending messages, doing the field, trying to, clue into what they're doing, and yet don't seem to be getting much responses. Then I would say that these are people that are like all, love and light and virtuoso to all type of people, and I'm getting ignored. Then I noticed, like I said with my ex, okay? Last week or last week and a half, I had some cops show up. I think that finally my problem's over with him. Would you guys believe that he's still out and about? Nothing's caught up to him. In this metropolis that I live in, where the police officer in question has the assailant's cell phone access to all information that this person has, still hasn't caught up to them. Okay? So I'm really starting to look at my life and I know that there's something really amiss. This is just, okay, let's see. What other scenarios? I tell you guys that I left my old position for my own means. I've been trying to pursue what I'm pursuing. I'm not truly sure if I should be pursuing a job because I'm in this like crux thing. I'm trying to go forward, but my money is running low and I have to use faith and everything and just propel forward with, blindly off that cliff again. And yet I have every recruiter I've ever seen come after me to offer me jobs. $25,000, $30,000 more than I used to make when I was working there like a year ago. Somehow that's happening. Odd. That's odd. Okay, here's another story. The fact that my ex is still running around boggles my brain. Because when I was a young teenager, I had a lot of issues at home. It wasn't good. And I used to run away just to de-stress and not have to deal with things. And I know that every time my mom would call the cops looking for me, I would be found within hours, if not by the end of the day. This is pre-cell phone, pre-internet. And this happened multiple times to me. So I saw it with my own eyeballs. I've been caught in the projects. I've been caught in like areas that are like, you wouldn't really even, you'd miss me. And I still got found. This one is walking around in broad daylight and nothing's happening. So I find that very odd. Like as if there's being like leashes allowed to situations in order to continue to trip me up, make me feel like it's never going to end, making me feel like maybe this isn't the right way. And realistically, all I keep seeing is this pattern. There's people that have YouTube video statuses just like myself. They sit in their home, whatever the car, whatever the case may be, spreading the word. And we started around the same time. Tell me how they've got 4 times, 5 times the subscribers, and I got one, and that's cool. I thank you. You know what I mean? Like the most grateful ever. But I'm like, even by fluke, I should have at least, propelled something by now. So I'm seeing others propelling, and I'm here, and that's cool. I'm giving the readings away for free. I'm doing everything that I truly believe is in the process of getting me forward. And I'm seeing pitfall, 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 pitfall. I'm no genius, but if you throw enough darts at a dartboard, eventually you're going to hit the bullseye. So I'm going to say this again. If you are getting tripped up everywhere you look and you think that everything's out to get you, you are special. I'm going to say this one more time. The devil cannot stop you, only delay you. And the more delayed you are, my thinking is that whoever we are have a lot to say that this force wants us to keep quiet about. Because realistically, the fluke of it, the nature of it, it was like when I was watching Trump as the president. The things that man would say and get away with, it was like watching something out of a cartoon that seems so unreal. And this is what's going on in my life right now. It all seems unreal. By fluke, something should have gone through successfully by now. But you want to know something? It's okay. I'll just pivot. That's what I'll keep doing. This is giving me more energy and more belief that whoever we are that are getting tripped up like this, we've got something good to say. And we've got something good to do. And that's why the devil can only delay you and not stop you. So I just wanted to throw that out there because I'm going to keep pivoting. I don't care if I got to move. I don't care if I got to go wherever. Maybe I don't got to go anywhere. Maybe I just got to keep trucking. And that's what I'm going to do. Because I'm starting to think like the mathematics is not there. 1 + 1 still equals 2. And I'll just keep finding new avenues. I don't even care if I have to just find people and just pull them off of the street and say, hey, you want to do one of these? You want to talk? This is another trip up I saw. There's a gentleman in my park. Known him for time. We both have dogs. We walk them all the time. You know what he is? A higher self artist. His actual art is like Alex Gray. Not saying he does it like Alex Gray, but Alex Gray was an artist that specialized in drawing higher selves, or his version of higher self. Similarly, this man dedicates his life to higher selves. We have talked about the esoteric for about 6-7 months now. This was before my ability came on. I told him how I had some abilities back in the day, and he seemed pretty understandable of that. He said he was in pursuit. He said that he was trying to find his enlightenment as well. So I get this ability, and he's one of the first people I go to. I'm like, hey man, you'll never believe what happened to me over New Year's. And he was like, what? What happened? What happened? I'm like, wow, something fantastic. You know how we talked about higher self? I'm like, I can connect, I can channel them. He looks at me and he's like, what do you mean? And I'm like, yeah. I'm like, you got to do a reading. I'm like, I can actually like connect you and we can learn together, and you can finally like draw even like I'm literally like probably somebody that could throw like maybe not throw his ability, but it would definitely be something cool to challenge, right? And this person avoids me like the plague now. He won't even make eye contact with me. So what I'm trying to say is things just aren't making sense in all fathers of my imagination. That I'm like, something's not jiving, something's not making sense, and it's giving the pattern away. And that's good because that makes me think that if you were going through something similar like me, we're hella special. They don't want us out. They don't want us to be about it. They want us to get into a ball and cry. They want us to basically forget that we are doing God's work and that we're trying to challenge the status quo. And you know what I say to that? You're giving it away. You're ratting it out. So I'm going to keep going with the same verve and I'm going to keep asking for subscribers and I'm going to keep asking for people to like me because I'm not going to stop. I'm going to keep going. I had my first editing session. You know, it took me 2 weeks to get my cousin to help me. I'm not saying that was a delay, but you know what was a delay? How he had 2 weeks of fire alarm testing at his building. And he wasn't joking about it. When I called him, I could hear it. And it's like, wow, 2 weeks of that. That's amazing. Never heard of this, but sure. 2 weeks of that. The person who's going to teach me editing to help me out with my videos. You know what I mean? Everything just seems so uncanny, you know? So it makes me wonder, like, are all the gurus ignoring me? Are the people at the park ignoring me? Is the police of the city ignoring me? Or are things, or Vistaprint, huge company, finally got me my cards, like as if I'm back in 1968 and things don't ship overnight, you know? I'm just supposed to buy this crap. This is the pattern. This is them or it or whatever being you want to name it, or energy or resistance to my persistence telling me, I got something good, brother. What? Yeah, that's all I see. Which means that we all that are being persecuted got something good. The more persecuted you are, the more they come at you, probably the more special you are. So we're hella special. So if you have been going through some trip ups, don't let it stop you. It's just a delay. It's a delay to the inevitable. And it's like the frustration is giving me more verve, literally. So I hope it is for you guys too. Don't ignore the signs. They're all around us. We got to pay attention, especially in this time. So, like I said, I love you all. I always talk about what's going on with me, the things that I'm seeing that make no sense. And I'm just like, I'm just going to keep pivoting until something cracks. You know what I mean? Because it's me against them. And you know what? I don't care. So what if I don't get subscribers? So what if I have to go haggle people on the street to do readings, to keep getting the word out, to keep getting whatever? I'm going to keep doing it. It's embarrassing and whatever it is. I'm going to keep doing it. I'm going to keep refusing the jobs. I'm going to keep doing all of it. Because my heart's in actually doing this healing stuff. And I genuinely want everyone to know that that's where I'm headed. Me, God, and the procession. You know what I mean? You all in the procession. So this is my rant for today. Ah, the devil can only delay you. Can't stop you. Don't let it. It won't happen. We'll march on. Thanks, guys. I love you. Till next time.